Human beings have been fascinated by the vastness of space since the beginning of time, but space is an inherently bizarre place full of mystery, wonder, and even sometimes fear. What else is out there? Have human beings really accomplished all of the things that our governments tell us, and are we being lied to with cover-ups?
One small step for man.
Here are the 10 most freaky space conspiracy theories. Number 10 are Apollo aliens. The Apollo space program ran from 1960 until December 19, 1972, when the final mission, Apollo 17, ended. After that, manned missions to the moon ceased. The official reasons for this was that America had essentially won the space race against the Soviet Union, and that it was inordinately expensive, and that the American public would no longer be interested in going to the moon. However, some believe that the reason Apollo 17 was the final time that man stepped foot on the moon was because we encountered something else out there. Something that warned us to never go back. Various theories have been given as to why this happened, but the creepiest are that it could have been aliens or even cosmic intelligence which warned us to leave them alone. Number 9 are ancient Mars civilizations. Most of the theories surrounding Mars suggest that there was once an intelligent civilization on the planet, and for some reason it was wiped out. Richard Hoagland is the most famous proponent of this theory, and believes that there are telltale signs on the Martian surface suggesting that an alien species once lived there. These include photographs from both Mars landers and orbiting satellites. Hoagland and others claim that tantalizing images of Martian pyramids, monoliths, and even statues have been found. They even suggest that the existence of a Martian civilization is being kept from the public for an unknown reason. Did an ancient civilization once exist? And if they did disappear, what could that mean for life on Earth? Number 8 is Stanley Kubrick and the moon landings. One of the strangest space conspiracy theories is that film director Stanley Kubrick faked the moon landings. Allegedly, Kubrick impressed NASA with his 1968 film 2001: A Space Odyssey. NASA then asked Kubrick to stage similar realistic-looking space photography to persuade the American public that the Apollo astronauts had indeed reached the moon. While this may seem outlandish, there are some strange images that are included in Kubrick's 1980 film The Shining, which some believe was a confession of sorts. The character Danny, for example, wears a sweater displaying the Apollo rocket, and the infamous room 237 is said to represent the moon's distance from Earth, 237,000 miles. Could these conspiracy theories be true? Did we in fact land on the moon, or were we lied to for some unknown reason? Number 7 is the Hollow Earth alien theory. The theory that the Earth is hollow has been around for thousands of years. But while the ancient peoples of the world populated this theoretical subterranean world with supernatural entities and even hell itself, a recent theory proposes that an advanced civilization lives inside that hollow cavity. It was in 1818 that the American Army officer John Cleves Sims Jr. proposed that the Earth was hollow, and that at the North Pole there is a large opening allowing investigation of this unexplored frontier. Since then, believers argue that there is evidence for UFOs moving into this opening. These allegedly advanced spacecraft are seen by many as proof that there is an advanced alien species living directly beneath our feet. Number 6 are dead cosmonauts. The dead cosmonauts refers to a conspiracy theory about who was the first person in space. The history books record this as Yuri Gagarin in 1961, but some allege that other cosmonauts were sent by the Soviet Union into space before Gagarin. This was allegedly covered up because those cosmonauts died before they could make it home. In fact, there is some evidence to suggest that this conspiracy theory may be true. Documents were leaked in December of 1959 by by an alleged high-ranking Czech communist, claiming 4 cosmonauts had already died in an attempt to reach space. Other sources do exist, but the most chilling account comes from the Giudicia Cordelia brothers, 2 Italian amateur radio operators who claim to have recorded secret radio transmissions from an unknown cosmonaut in space, as he slowly suffocated. Number 5 is the secret moon base. Some conspiracy theorists believe that there is a secret moon base on the dark side of the moon. The moon is tidally locked, which means that we only ever see one side of it from the Earth's surface. So, the theory goes that if you visited the other side of the moon, you'd find a huge secret base somewhere hidden out of view. The owners of that base change depending on which conspiracy theorist you talk to. Some say that it's an alien base, some believe that the Russians live there, or the most bizarre of all, that it's a Nazi hideout. As bizarre as that last one may seem, some believe it because Nazis developed advanced rocket technology in their V-1 and V-2 flying bomb programs, and that they flew off in a giant rocket, escaped Berlin in 1945, and built a base on the far side of the moon. Number 4 is Satellite USA 193. The Satellite USA 193 conspiracy theory has a lot to back it up. USA 193 was launched into orbit in 2006 from Vandenberg Air Force Base. The satellite was owned by the National Reconnaissance Office, and its purpose was listed as classified. Rumors persisted that it was a spy satellite, which in itself isn't that unusual. However, what is strange is that the Air Force used a modified SM-3 missile to obliterate the satellite while in orbit. The official story is that the satellite malfunctioned and had to be destroyed due to hazardous materials on board. However, conspiracy theorists believe that the satellite was destroyed to either stop sensitive information from literally falling into the wrong hands, while others believe that the events were staged to allow the United States to carry out tests on a secret program designed to shoot down nuclear missiles while in orbit. Number 3 is Majestic 12. Majestic 12, or MJ-12 for short, is allegedly the codename for a group of scientists and military experts whose job it was to recover and research recovered alien spacecraft. This group of experts were supposedly assigned this task by President Harry S. Truman himself in 1947, following the rumored Roswell flying saucer crash. Many conspiracy theorists cite the Majestic 12 as evidence that the United States government not only knows about aliens, but has proof that they exist. The first mention of MJ-12 was in a series of alleged government documents discovered in 1984. While skeptics and the FBI claim that they're fake, ufology experts such as Stanton Friedman, a retired nuclear scientist, believe that they may be real. And perhaps most disturbing of all, if they are real, who knows what sort of alien technology the government has recovered. Number 2 is a solar-powered UFO. In March of 2012, a conspiracy theory started that NASA and other space agencies were hiding UFO evidence from the public. This started when a series of images recorded by the Solar Dynamics Observatory showed a strange object next to the sun. In the images, the object appears to be draining material from the sun and then moves off quickly. While some allege that this is an alien spacecraft siphoning off solar material for fuel, NASA scientists claim that the images are the result of a common phenomenon called a solar prominence. The sun sheds some of its material and then moves towards a cold spot known as a filament channel. It's thought that this is due to fluctuations in the magnetic field on the sun's surface. However, conspiracy theorists have a much simpler explanation: aliens. And number 1 is SpaceX isn't real. Elon Musk's SpaceX firm has reinvigorated the space industry, but it's also reinvigorated conspiracy theorists. SpaceX reached new heights by testing its Falcon Heavy rocket in 2018 and sent Elon Musk's old red Tesla Roadster towards the asteroid belt. However, some conspiracy theorists believe that the entire flight was faked and amounted to nothing more than a car advertisement. During the Falcon Heavy flight, a live video feed was sent from Musk's car as it hurled away from the Earth. Some believe that the lack of stars and the way that the light resembles an unnatural light source shows that the footage is fake. Some even believe that it could be CGI. And that's it. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more like it in the future, subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications for my new uploads. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.